It's September 1940, and King Carol's rule over Romania is deeply unpopular. The country has just suffered major territorial losses, northern Transylvania to Hungary and southern Dobruja to Bulgaria. Meanwhile, Carol's misuse of the national treasury for lavish holidays, establishing a royal dictatorship, and a public affair with a Jewish woman turned advisor has only fueled public outrage. The fascist paramilitary, the Iron Guard, led by Horia Sima, grew stronger by the day, and Carol saw the need for a prime minister who could oppose them but also restore public confidence. The man chosen, General Ion Antonescu. He seemed like the perfect choice, not to mention it would make the seemingly unstoppable Germans, who just ran over France like it was nothing, happy. Most of Carol's powers were transferred to him, but the move backfired. He was soon forced to abdicate and flee the country, where he took much of Romania's national treasury with him. His son, King Michael I, took the throne with much less authority, while Antonescu assumed full control, declaring himself Dictator, or leader of Romania. On November 23rd, Antonescu committed Romania to the Axis and expanded anti-Jewish laws. Meanwhile, tensions with the Iron Guard continued as they accused him of weakness and ties to Freemasonry. By January 1941, their conflict erupted into open violence during the Legionary Rebellion, which was crushed by the army. With the launch of Operation Barbarossa, Romanian forces entered Bukovina and Bessarabia. But once the territories were reclaimed, they didn't stop there. Antonescu chose to press into Soviet territory, turning the campaign into a war of aggression. This decision proved to be fatal. Romanian troops were targeted as weak links on the Eastern Front, and at Stalingrad alone, over 150,000 Romanian soldiers were lost, more than half of their army. Massacres of Jews occurred across Romanian-occupied territories, particularly in Odessa, where the 200,000 Jews once living there, only 80,000 remained, either killed or driven out. As the war dragged on, Romania faced severe economic decline, with Germany monopolizing its oil and inflation worsening. Realizing the war was lost, Antonescu tried to negotiate with the Allies, but backed out when they demanded peace with the USSR first. Eventually, the Red Army invaded Romania, while Allied bombing devastated Bucharest. With his popularity diminished, public support rallied behind King Michael. Antonescu was then captured by Soviet forces, who sent him to Moscow to keep him under house arrest. In 1946, he was returned to Romania and tried for war crimes and was executed by firing squad. Welcome to episode 3 of Dictators A to Z, where we'll be experiencing the world's most brutal, famous, and lesser-known dictatorships, all inside of Hearts of Iron 4. Today is General Ion Antonescu, the Dictator of Romania. Okay, episode 3 of Dictators A to Z, and this will be our first dictator in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. This is just the first of many. There's actually a lot of Romanian dictators, 3 to be exact. Antonescu, King Carol, and the communist guy. Also subscribe to follow along with the series. Episode 4 is going to be Bashar al-Assad and his father. So subscribe for that. Anyway, let's get straight into this one with Ion Antonescu. Anyway, here we go. Starting as Romania, we got 2 national spirits. Romania has not had an update or anything in Hearts of Iron 4 for a very long time. And that is very prevalent in the form of only having 2 national spirits. The first of which is King Carol's lifestyle, which doesn't give any debuffs, but every now and again an event will pop up where he purchases a villa, which either removes consumer goods or political power. And the other one is neutral foreign policy, so we can't really do anything for now. Now this focus tree, the Romanian focus tree, is very confusing. It's all like just alignment. I don't know. Would we go pro-Axis government? Do we go institute royal dictatorship? Or do we leave that and just go preserve Greater Romania, invite German advisors, and then join the Axis here? I went down preserve Greater Romania. And not long after that, the king already purchased a villa. Look at this. They purchased a villa. 40% consumer goods is insane. Yeah, I'd rather let's just try and build stuff at least a decent amount. Of course, the game is on historical, so Germany remilitarized the Rhineland, and I noticed how much oil we had. Yeah, we get a lot of people buying our oil. King bans critical book. Oh, this gives fascism support. Yeah, I will do that. Anyway, I decided to go down my army tree quite early. Our focus tree isn't that big, so I guess I could afford to do this. Then our king enforced his royal dictatorship. Alright, there's the institute royal dictatorship done. We've got Carol II in charge. Now we're monarchist. I think that got rid of a lot of fascist support. God damn it. I think we get events that'll just increase fascist popularity anyway, so don't really have to worry about that. Alright, agrarian reform. I then designed a light tank. I mean, Romania starts in a very good position in this game. Big army, lots of oil that people buy for a good economy, surrounded by weaker neighbors. It's amazing. Well, except for one neighbor. Alright, actually, next light tank would be cool. I should build, like, some facility, so let's go do that.
with some air experience. And I definitely, when we get this built, I'm definitely building flame tanks. Once I get 150 political power, I can build this faster because I'm increasing the mobilization to partial mob already. And now this is going to be done 20th of July instead of September. Oh, we can crack down on extremism. This is where Antonescu becomes the leader of the fascist party. Okay.
I was in no rush to do that focus though, it's a long way before we become fascist. Instead, I got the research slot, which is necessary if we're going to modernize our military. Also, our focus revised the constitution, gave us manpower. I swear this focus tree though has so many instances of giving you manpower, then it takes it away from you, then it gives it back to you, and it's just, you get the point. Men are either constantly leaving or going into the army.
Manpower's starting to fill up now. Oh, we also have air experience, so let's go and improve this, because this is not what we're looking for. There we go, and then that's all. Okay, that's the best we can do now. Cool. Alright, better fighters. Invite foreign motor companies. That gives us an event. It better be like, because this gives us 3 civilian factories, so this better give us some decent stuff.
Nope, I should have taken the 3 civilian factories. All it did was give us those company things. And I could only pick one, and it gave us some funds.
Several foreign truck companies have expressed interest in opening factories in Romania. 1. Cool. That was not that great.
Anyway, I went ahead and cracked down on radicalism, officially putting Antonescu in charge of the fascist party.
Military factories. No, let's not build there.
I'll just be giving the Soviets free military factories if I do that.
The Kingdom of Hungary demands the right to rearm. Yeah, I'm going to allow it because they're going to be our allies later.
Anyway, it's still a while before we join the Axis. I continued building up my industry and my army.
Alright, trade treaty with Germany. Done. If I want. Okay, well, let's go get the 2 civs and the 12 steel, because I am kind of down on steel. Or anti-democratic raids, actually. Let's do anti-democratic raids. I can get the chief of army now, so I can start getting more army experience. I want to change some of my divisions up.
In the meantime, Germany began expanding its borders. Austria was annexed, and soon Czechoslovakia would follow.
Oh, 2 units with 4 light armor and 4 motorized battalions. Yeah, we're doing that. How have I not got my... I haven't got even a breakthrough point yet. When am I going to be able to get my flame tank?
Anyway, I started building military factories around about now, so when I finally got my flame tanks, I could actually produce them.
Go, 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 go. Get this thing built, made.
Hungary then renounced the Treaty of Trianon, which of course I didn't have a problem with. I trained a couple of more divisions and I was ready for 1939.
What should we get? Better engineers, that's a good start.
I don't even think I need to start influencing like fascist support myself. I think Germany just does that naturally to me. Anyway, Italy joined the Axis and World War II was about to start, but we weren't going to join the war until like 1940 or 41, which is honestly nice. It gives us some time to prepare for the war against the Soviets.
Okay, flame tank is done. Let's go ahead and make that. Alright, there's the pro-Axis government. 67% fascist support.
The popularity was so high that we got the fascism on the rise event and we could just kick the king out of the country and put Antonescu in power.
What is it? The Dictator. We get attack on defense. No, we get attack on core territory plus 5% anyway.
I'm referring to the Iron Guard focus here. It actually makes us lose 1% recruitable population, which I really didn't want to do. So I just kind of ignored it. I decided to join the Axis early, so we're in it, but I'm not going to declare war on the Allies. And it happened right as Germany invaded Poland, so World War II has begun.
You know, I don't think we'll participate. Alright, there goes Poland.
I got the fascist sympathizer as a political advisor, and another year came to an end. I still haven't done the focus that forces King Carol's abdication, so I'm still getting his villa events, which honestly, I would rather that than lose 1% recruitable population.
Yeah, we still got King Carol's lifestyle, so we can force his, I don't want to remove this Sentinel Motherland one. It gives me 1% recruitable.
Technically, it would remove 2% because the Iron Guard focus removes another percent. The other option, the National Christian Party, I think removes Antonescu from power, so we're kind of stuck.
Oh, there we go. We can get a research slot. We have 50... We have 50 factories? What? More factories than 50. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. 48 to Italy, 32 to Germany. They really like our fuel. How have I not lost land to Hungary yet? Is this normal?
The Soviets are actually justifying on Bessarabia before I even give away northern Transylvania. And I'm tempted to deny handing it over. I mean, the Germans are in a pretty strong position. They've just beaten France. Anyway, just as I start talking about it, Hungary takes Transylvania.
Second Vienna Award. There we go. There it goes. Soviet Union demands Bessarabia. We could very well deny this.
In fact, I actually did try this. Turns out Germany had no troops on the border, so it was just horrible.
I might have to go back then, because this is actually ridiculous. You know what? Fine. We'll cede it. Obviously, we weren't supposed to. Alright, fine. Surrender Bessarabia. Bye-bye. It's fine. We're going to get it back very shortly. I don't want to join the war against the Allies. That's the thing. Because if we can beat the Soviets, but avoid war with the Allies, we might stay alive. Antonescu could be like this is how we get him to survive. So I avoided helping the invasions of Greece and Yugoslavia. There wasn't any land that I really wanted from Yugoslavia, and both were being invaded just fine. They didn't need my help. How are they holding on to... yeah, they're not. They're not holding on to Athens. No way. Anyway, next year, 1941, we would declare war on the Soviet Union.
Germany should invade the Soviets themselves this year. It should happen. Alright, so I'm going to be ready.
What? What are they doing to me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Subjugate Romania. Excuse me.
I just have a quick look at my divisions again. I do have flame tanks. Oh, I wouldn't mind. I got anti-air. It's not terrible. I need rangers. That way I get the... Yeah, rangers for the soft attack. We're just down some people. Let's go to limited conscription then. That would solve that issue.
The king got involved in some embezzlement scandal, but that's the least of my worries right now because Germany just invaded the Soviet Union.
Oh, there it is. The Finnish continuation war. I'm just going to send an attaché to Germany real quick. Let's join.
I began retaking Bessarabia immediately, pulling off encirclements and capturing Odessa pretty quickly. There definitely no atrocities going on.
I don't want to take Stalingrad. When I get to Stalingrad, I think I might just like encircle it. I don't know about if taking it. I don't know if it like triggers some like big debuff for Germany if we take Stalingrad.
At this point, I was doing a better job of pushing than Germany, and I probably should have slowed down a bit, but I didn't. I continued pushing into Crimea and the rest of Ukraine.
This is good. I don't know what you guys struggling to push into Poland? So there, we take that supply hub, probably. It's not a supply hub, fine.
I'm pushing all the way into the Caucasus, right? And this is what the map looks like. Look at what Germany's done. They haven't even got to Estonia.
America has just joined. But we're not at war with America. We're just at war with the Soviets. I don't know if this is going to go too well.
I decided to go help out the Germans, specifically try and close that encirclement in Poland. And I got really close to it. By next year, we would close it.
They're literally so weak. Yes. 90s. Come on. Oh, what is that? Now we're getting pushed out. What? There we go. Oh my god. That took way too long.
The Soviets then invaded Iran, and I was thinking that if I could get through the Caucasus to Iran, we could potentially save them and get them into the Axis.
I literally have a supply hub right here, and you're telling me... Yeah, I know the railway is a bit iffy, but come on.
Anyway, I finally broke through, making it to the other side of the Caucasus and effectively surrounding all of the troops that were attacking Iran.
There we go. Alright. That was nice. And the Caucasus are pretty much almost secured. Unfortunately, that doesn't end the front. This is good here. But again, these encirclements probably don't matter. Full of Leningrad and Stalingrad.
So at this point, we're wiping the floor with the Soviets, even cleaning up Crimea. And with the fall of Leningrad, Germany has finally decided to push north.
90? We might get it. We might get it. We got it.
After taking Moscow, we didn't stop there, pushing even further east. I mean, we did lose a bit of Ukrainian land, but we got it back with an encirclement. I also gave all of my occupied land to Germany because I was not garrisoning all of that. Hello guys, I got a new webcam, so I had to try it out. And I'm going to play this year with a webcam, and you guys are going to let me know what you think. If it's good, having a webcam, if it's not good, let me know in the comments, and maybe it'll be an addition to my videos. I know that I'm going to start live streaming more because I have a webcam that's actually good quality now. And I have somewhere to look when I'm talking other than just the game. Oh, they're invading, right. But no, I think my allies are good enough to crush them for now. It's only 1943, okay? We shouldn't be dying completely just yet. Anyway, I had the idea of getting a spy agency set up, because I think getting a collab government would be a good idea. However, there was no point of me actually doing this for reasons you're about to see. Oh, okay, so yeah, the Germans did the Greater German Reich. Nice. Surely that gives them some sort of bonuses. You reckon, right? Because they've captured like all the points that they really intended to capture. Like we've got past the AA line. There's Arkhangelsk and there's Astrakhan. So we should really be winning the war. You would think, but no. Anyway, I kept pushing the best I could. However, once you start getting past, the major victory points, supply becomes a big problem and I really can't be bothered building supply and I probably don't have time. Anyway, then I started getting distracted by my webcam. When I do this, does this block? Oh, it blocks my leader portrait. No one cares about this, do they? No one cares about what's going on in the bottom right-hand corner. But now I'm facing the wrong way. The game is that way. Like it would do that. Oh, we're facing the right way now, guys. The game is... Okay. I then moved it to the bottom left because I don't know why. Okay, we're pushing in some areas as well. They're closing in on... Oh my god, we're about to take Murmansk, I think. Alright, that's it with the webcam, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it or if it's just annoying and it gets in the way. I promise I won't get distracted by it all the time, okay? Onwards to 1944. It's so long until there's any supply whatsoever. My collab government is underway and it's about to finish, but soon I'll realize that it doesn't matter. I think that I need to actually control the land, and because I gave all of my Ukrainian territory to Germany, the collab government has no effect. At least, I think that's how it works. It shouldn't, but it does. I then tried giving myself the Ukrainian territory just by asking Germany for it, but it didn't count towards the capitulation score. It didn't change at all. So I guess my collab government just doesn't exist a bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's because after I had the collab, I don't know. But now, yeah, Germany's cooked. By now, we were starting to get pushed back, and there was nothing we could do about it. Germany's western front was collapsing, and I can't hold the eastern front alone. I joined the war against the Allies because, you know what, if we're going to have the authentic dictatorship experience, we might as well declare war on both of the enemies. The king is still buying villas, by the way. I don't know where he's buying them. Bro, the king is still purchasing a villa in these times of, in this time of Europe. The peace deal was pretty funny though. It's not your normal post-World War II peace deal. It says East Germany. Yeah, they divided Austria, Czechoslovakia. I am communist. Bulgaria has been... They split Bulgaria. We have a fascist Yugoslavia. Well, Bulgaria got split. That's so weird. I haven't seen that. Ukraine is just free. Crimea, I don't know why they're free. East Soviet occupied... East Germany still lives at Königsberg. Wow. And then there's the Balkan Socialist Union. So who's in the Comintern? Oh, wait. We're communists, but we're in the Allies? What? Poland is in the Allies. Yeah, because, okay, Soviets did absolutely bad, horrible job. And Greater Albania, which is in the Axis. The Axis, hang on. Albania is the We've also got North Macedonia, or the Republic of Macedonia. Anyway, that's about it for the peace deal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time will be Bashar al-Assad, and we'll be going back to Millennium Dawn for that one. Or I'll do the Novum Vexillium mod, which is like Millennium Dawn, but without all the crazy mechanics. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.